What is Bitcoin mining? Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Crypto News, where we bring you the most exciting current news and information about the cryptocurrencies. Today, we are going to answer your questions related to what Bitcoin mining is. If you do not know about Bitcoin, it is a digital currency, which was developed as a decentralized alternative for financial institutions such as banks. This means that with Bitcoin, you can transfer money from one account to another in a decentralized manner, without the presence of any central authority. On the other hand, with a central authority such as a bank, transferring money from one account to another is much easier. But it gives the bank all the power, since it is in control of updating the ledger. Now, you might be wondering, how is it possible to create a network which is decentralized and will ensure avoidance of corruption as well as negligence? This problem is solved with the help of the rules of the Bitcoin protocol, which means that anyone can participate in updating the ledger for Bitcoin transactions, known as the blockchain. All you need to do is learn how Bitcoin mining works. Let's take a look at how the mining process works. Have you ever wondered where Bitcoins come from? Paper currency is printed and distributed by the central government according to their needs. But in the case of Bitcoin, it is generated as a result of Bitcoin mining. This is done by miners who solve special math problems with the help of different mining software using a strong computer network. This is a very good way of issuing the currency, as more and more people are motivated to mine to get Bitcoin. The network for Bitcoin changes the difficulty of the math problems that need to be solved to mine for Bitcoins. This difficulty is enhanced according to the speed of the methods that are being used to solve these problems. For example, in the early days of Bitcoin, the math problems for Bitcoin were solved by people using the processors that were installed in their computers. However, it was not long before the miners discovered that the graphics cards used for gaming were a much better alternative than the processors in computers, as these cards are much quicker and use more electricity while generating more heat. After this, the first commercial device for Bitcoin mining came around, which introduced chips that were reprogrammed for mining Bitcoins. These chips provided a faster way to mine for Bitcoins, but miners still had to face the problem of the large amount of power utilization done by these chips. To avoid the problem of power-hungry chips, application-specific integrated circuit chips were introduced, which have been specifically customized for Bitcoin mining. These chips are much faster and utilize less power as well. As Bitcoin gained more and more popularity in the world, many people got interested in mining for cryptocurrency. This made it more difficult for miners to solve the math problems, as the difficulty level and competition kept increasing. To solve this problem, a concept called pooled mining evolved. This means that groups of miners join together to work in pools. This helped them to come up with solutions in a much more efficient and faster way than an individual could have done alone. The interesting thing in pooled mining is that each individual is rewarded according to the input of work that he or she provides. To make the concept of Bitcoin mining more understandable to you, here is a more detailed explanation of the mining process. At first, your mining computer or any other technology that you are using comes up with the right guess. After this, the mining program will determine which pending transactions to group in the next block of transactions. This allows you to update the transaction ledger of Bitcoin. And this block that you have created, along with the guessed solution, will then be sent to the whole Bitcoin network so that other peer computers can validate it. Moreover, each computer that is validating your transaction block will update its ledger according to the transactions included by you in the next block. So, as this whole process is a game of guessing, another miner can guess the same answer, and the person with stronger computer power may succeed. So, it is highly unlikely that the same miner will succeed every time. After this stage of the process is completed, the system then generates a fixed amount of Bitcoins as a reward. Not only this, but the system may also provide you with any transaction fee that you might have incurred while inserting transactions into the block. So, as the name suggests, Bitcoin mining is, well, basically mining for Bitcoins. Stay tuned if you want to find out more about the latest news on this subject. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And that's all for today.